everyone, this is Bully. Welcome back to my channel, and this video is episode number 3 of how to build a dropshipping store using WordPress and WooCommerce. In this video, I am going to show you how to delete some pages and set up main pages and add some content. And I will also show you how to install a security plugin so your online store could be secured from all attacks. Stay tuned for more. First, we need to go clean up some of the comments. We need to clean up all the comments because those comments are from the demo database. We don't want that. Select all the comments by checking the box on top of everything that is right next to the word author, and then select from the drop down menu from the top, move to trash, and then after that click the button apply to move all the comments to the trash can. Make sure that you don't have another page for some other demo comments. If you do, you have to delete all of them too. Once you delete all of the comments, don't forget to go to the trash can to delete them permanently. Next, we are going to get rid of all the demo blog posts. We don't need them yet. In the future, I am going to make a video how to add a blog to your online store to help out with the SEO, but in this tutorial we're not gonna have this yet, so we don't need all this junk or these example posts. Just move them all to the trash can. Once they are in the trash can, you need to go to the trash to go remove all those blocks permanently. Use that button empty trash to delete them. Let's go clean up some of the pages next. Click pages on the menu on the left panel. Scroll down a little bit to see which page we are going to delete. Delete the duplicate pages that don't have the link to some of the pages in the WooCommerce store, like the pages that like cart, checkout, and then they have all the dash link to checkout page or cart page or my account page. We need to keep those pages so we could use them to display all the information from our WooCommerce store later on. After you delete all those pages that we don't need, these are original pages that we will use for our online store. Make sure you write down a note to list out all the pages that your online store will have so you can keep track of them if you miss anything or if you are done working on each page. That will be helpful if you do that. And these are the main pages that we are going to keep, like cart, checkout, contact us, home, my account, privacy policy, shop. Keep the WPForms preview. That is a private for our plugin that we will use to create our contact form. Let's go back to the plugins page real quick to enable auto updates. This is a new feature in WordPress, so we need to enable auto updates for a lot of plugins that allow us to do so. so that we don't have to run all the new updates every time when we log into our online store to save on time, even though some of the plugins won't let you enable this feature, but it is a very useful feature. Okay, let's go back to work on the pages. Next, we are going to modify the slug URL because we have some duplicate pages when we imported some of the example data into our store. Just click on the quick edit right there at the slug field to check if the word is all one whole word, that it doesn't have a number or anything. We don't want the slug will be displayed on the URL for the search engine optimization. We want the name to be meaningful, not a bunch of numbers and odd characters there. So keep going through all the pages to make sure everything looks good. Next, we are going to work on about page. We are going to add about page. This is my list. You guys should make your own list, a list of your own pages that you are going to add into your store. So go up to the top to click on the add new button to add about page, and type about us. Once you're done, click the publish button on the top right, and then we are going to edit this page using Elementor, the plugin Elementor. As of right now, we are using the free version of the plugin, which it is very functional and very good to use. You could come up with many designs with the free version. So I am going to add probably a demo, using a demo image here on my left column, and the right column right there I will add a text editor in there. You can just like control hold down the left button on your mouse and hold it to drop a text editor or any element on our template on a page, and then you just click on the text editor on the left to add or edit any text that you want. After you're done, just click save to update it, and then you need to open your page on another tab to refresh the page to check if all the changes that you just made is working all right. Make sure you check that before you move on to the next tasks. So far, this page looks all right. I'm not gonna add a real contents here, mostly in this demo store. Okay, let's go clean up our media library real quick. We need to delete some of the pictures that we don't need from the demo store by clicking the bulk edit and select all those images that we are not going to use them. After you select all of them, just click the button delete permanently on the top left. That should do it. We are going to work on the contact forms next. Select the WPForms on the left panel to go to all forms, to click on the simple contact form in the middle, not that black one, and then it will give you a template for a simple contact form. Usually that should do, and click save, and then come back to the contact form, click the plus sign right there to add probably for me I will add 2 columns, so that my first column I will add a contact form. Click on the first column and type into the search the search box on the left to look for a form, and then it will show up for you, and then you could select the simple contact form to add into your page. For my right column, I will add a text. I will add an icon and a text. So I will change my icon. Probably you could type and search for any icon here in the icon library. I search envelope, and then I will pick one of them to use on my contact page and click the insert button at the bottom right to insert the icon. And you can modify the dummy text here that they gave you as a default text. The dummy text is just like ipsum lorem. I may say it wrong. It's just gibberish as a template. And after you're done, just click the update button at the bottom left to update the page. And then you have to go to open the contact page in another browser to refresh the page to check if everything looks good. Okay, let's work on cookie policy page. Let's add another page called cookie policy page. I already have this description generated from another free online generating site that I will add into the description box for you guys to download for free, so that you guys could use this as a template for your online store that you could modify without having an extra link to any other stores or any other businesses. It's all clean. It's in the description box if you guys are interested. In this case, it has a shortcode user underscore consent underscore state that comes from a plugin that is called GDPR cookie. Let's add another plugin. Is called GDPR plugin cookie consent. Let's activate that plugin. Once you see the menu on the left, GDPR cookie, go to that plugin. To go over the settings, keep the general tab settings all default as they are, and click update settings to go to the next tab. For the other tab, just keep them the same, and let's go to the next tab, customize cookie bar. And I will change the cookie bar color here into one of my colors from my color palette, which is blue. Click update settings and go to the next sub tab. The next sub tab is we will keep this, we will change it to manage consent instead, and then we are going to the next tab, customize buttons. This accept button, I change it into the red according to my color palette, and for the reject I change it to red also. The cookie settings, I will change the text a little bit and keep the rest the same. And for the read more link tab, over here you need to add cookie dash policy for the URL text field to link to that page that we just added, and click update settings. Once everything is done, go back to another browser to refresh the cookie policy page just to see that everything is working all right. Let's scroll down and click on the manage consent at the bottom right. Wow, it looks like that bar is behind the help center icon. We don't want that, so let's go back to the GDPR cookie settings again, and under the customize cookie bar tab we are going to select pop-up. to show cookie bar as pop-up and click update the settings. We will make the content bar pop up instead like this, and click accept button to come back to the current page, and everything looks good so far. And the short code on the cookie bar policy that we saw previously is gone now. Next, we are going to add a frequently asked questions page. After you add the title, just click publish button and click on the edit with Elementor button on the top. We will use a toggle feature which is located under the general section in Elementor. Just scroll down a little bit more. This is a free feature of the free version of Elementor 2. Drag that icon and drop it on your page. First, you need to add a row first before you could drop this toggle thing on. And then click on the left panel to edit all the titles of each toggle. And then if you want to add a new one, there will be another button at the bottom on the panel to add a new toggle too. Like add new, and then you will keep expanding your questions. And then once you're done, click the update button at the bottom, and then you could go to another browser to refresh the frequently asked questions. Alright, everything looks good so far. Next, we are going to work on help center page. Add a short code that is called JS support ticket inside a bracket. Click save, and we're gonna add another plugin that is called JS help desk. It is a help desk ticket system that we may need. It is JS help desk plugin right there. Install it and activate it. And then it will direct you to the general settings, and you could change the title of your help desk system up there into your liking. Click select the date format where your store located mainly, so, and then click next. Select the type for the ticket. For the visitor, can create tickets, select type. Just click yes. Click next. And right now the general setting is completed, but we need to go back to the main dashboard of the JS help desk plugin. Click on the red gear icon on the left. We need to configure some stuff a little bit further. Click on the icon, and we are going to the general settings tab. Right there, click the help center page that we just added. Scroll down a little bit to modify some of the customer service message, and click save to go to the next tab. Let's go check on the ticket settings. We want to keep the rest as default. Keep them as the same, and scroll down a little bit to modify the message right there to make sure everything looks correct. And click save configurations at the bottom, and then we're gonna work on the system emails. In this case, I want the system emails to be like support at backpain blah blah blah, not like an admin name or something like that. So we are going to add a new email as support at your domain name. Once a new email is added, you are going to modify the admin's email to disable it. Just click auto response no and disable it, and click save email, and go back to the email settings tab, and the default email as support at backpainreliefbelt.com should be selected automatically, since there is the only one email that is enabled. So save the configurations now by clicking the green button below, and I think it should be good. And go back to another browser to refresh the page help center page that the plugin just inserted when we installed it. We don't need that because we have our own custom page that we already use. Let's go back to the trash can to clean up and delete everything permanently there, because we don't need those pages. And that's all for this one. Let's add another page for privacy policy. Just delete the existing text that we got from the demo store. We will replace it with the description that I got it generated from a free online source that I already modified. It is in the description box for you guys to download for free as an example that you guys could modify for your store. Once you replace the text, click the update button and refresh the page to check if everything looks alright. Next, we are going to add another page that is for returns and refunds policy or exchange policy, whatever you like to add about them here. Just add a description, click save, and refresh the page to see the result if everything looks alright. Let's add another page. This page is for shipping and delivery policy. Just add a description here and click the publish button. Don't forget to go to or open another tab to open the shipping and delivery page to check if everything looks okay. Next, we are going to add another page that is called site disclaimer. I add a link in my description box for you guys to download this example for free so that you could modify it for your online store. Just copy and paste it after you modified it. Click save, go to another browser to open the site disclaimer page to check if everything looks okay. It looks good so far. Next, we are going to add a sitemap page. According to our persona, Mary loves convenience when it comes to shopping. She loves organization and she likes to find things easily on an online store. So providing a sitemap that will be a good structure to add to your online store for a better user experience. We are going to add a plugin for this. Go to the plugins and add new and type WP sitemap page. Scroll down a little bit and the sitemap by Tony, install and activate it. Go back to the sitemap page that we added previously to add the shortcode inside a bracket called WP_sitemap_ page. Click update and we are going to refresh the page. We need to go to the sitemap settings to exclude some of the pages that we don't want to display on the front end. We will exclude many of them, including the MailPoet page. We don't want that to be displayed on the front end. and scroll down a little bit to save the options. Once you're done, refresh the sitemap page again. Oh, we don't want to display the cookie category, so we need to go back to check that box and save it and go back and refresh the sitemap again. All right, it looks good now. All right, let's add a page for terms and conditions. Next, just add a new page, the title, whatever you want that is related to your terms and conditions here, and add your own description here and click the publish button. Once you're done, I also have a description example that I add into the description box for you guys to download for free. If you want to have an example to modify for your online store, feel free to do so. After you're done editing, just click the publish button and check the page to check if everything looks alright. Next, we are going to add a new page for tracking my order. Just add new. Add a title here, track my order, track your order, whatever you like. And add a short code inside a bracket. It's called WooCommerce _order_ tracking. That is a short code for the WooCommerce plugin that we are using in our store. Click update and check the page in another tab. Just type in the URL, refresh it to make sure that everything looks alright, and so far so good, I think. Let's add another page that is called wishlist. This page will give your customers a better user experience. We will use a plugin. We are going to add a plugin that is called TI WooCommerce Wishlist. Install it and activate it, and it will direct you to the config page, and just follow the instruction here and just click the let's go button. It will let you move through each tab. And in this case, we already created our custom wish list page. Just click that and click the continue and continue. Just leave the rest of the settings the same and click continue. We should be all right. And it's done. Let's work on the home page by using the Elementor editor. The home page may take a lot longer to design and to work on. This is the demo template that they already set up for us, so we are going to modify it to our own, to fit our own design. Let's see. And I feel free to look around and to change things around and to see how the home page looks like. I just grabbed this image from the AliExpress.com because I already found a product that I want to add into my online store, the demo store. I will show you guys later on how I grab the product images from the AliExpress.com if you stick around for a little bit. And that is the shortcode for WooCommerce. We will change it in for it to feature the feature products instead, but I am not sure at this point if I will design my home page to look like that. Let's see how it looks like. Maybe I might remove this section entirely, I am not sure. right now I just add another image to make it as a background for this section. I am not sure though, but I will try to play around and let's see how it looks like. And don't forget to click the update button more often as you work on the home page, because you never know what would happen. You might lose your work, things happen to your computer or your power, you don't know. So make sure when you add each element, make sure you add another row and add a spacer inside that row, so each section will have a good and decent gap in between them, so your page won't look so cluttered. It will make your design and your store to look make it look more clean and professional, which what we want for a better user experience. And for the newsletter form here on the home page, I use the same form that I will create this. Oh, I'm not sure. I think I already created this form somewhere, somehow, when I don't remember. But I used the MailPoet to create it, the newsletter, the newsletter form, which I used the same form and add the same form for the default sidebar. And you could play around with the border of each row or each column to make it look a little bit fancy if you want to. Just play around. Click on all the different elements. For the free version that comes with the free Elementor, as for the free version of the Elementor, they provide a lot of good elements that we could drag and drop into our page to design our website. I think it's pretty decent and good enough that you really don't need to buy a professional version of Elementor, but that is up to you. But for this demo store, I just totally use only the free version elements and just play around with the design. And I use the colors from my color palette. Make sure whatever color you want, whatever elements on your page that you want to modify or add or use a custom color, make sure you use one of the colors from your color palette that you choose for your online store. This consistency will make your store look professional. I decided to delete that section instead because it's too much. As of right now, I am not sure how I'm gonna construct my home page, what style or what, but I will keep these icons for now, but I may change the colors of these icons later on. Might play around with the color. Maybe I might use one of the colors from my color palettes. So once you find a good icon that you like, just click insert there. And the last column will be the same. Yeah, I will try to change the color of the icon here. I change it to the red to match with my color palette. I'm not sure about this yet. I might go back to modify the colors later on. And that's the width, and then I want to add a little bit of thick border around each box. I just use the width only 5 pixels for the dashed. I think that is the style of the border of the box of these 3 boxes. It's under style tab. Don't forget to click update from time to time while working through your page. And I will move some stuff around. You could drag a section wherever you want to put on. Let's refresh the home page. When I refresh it, it doesn't change. So remember when in the previous video we installed the SSL using the SiteGround plugin. In there we enable the site to catch all the old data. So we need to open up, right click to select inspect element, and then you will be able to right click on the refresh icon on the Google Chrome to do the hard refresh and clean out all the cache. That's what I just did in the video. And I forgot to add a gap over there, or a spacer in between each section or each row. And even though I select to disable cache under the network tab here under inspect element here, it still doesn't work. So just as long as you just leave the inspect element open, and then you could right click on the refresh icon to do the hard refresh, and then you should be good. You should be able to see all the modification that you just did. Now I just go to the products to delete all the demo products and leave only one product behind, and turn that product back to turn it on as a feature product to see how that section will be displayed. Well, so far it doesn't look good. It has only one column there. I wouldn't use feature product because this is gonna be a one store product. So I might have to design my homepage differently, how I would display each product. Wow, we will have only one product, period. So I won't display a feature product over here because we have only one product. So instead, I will add 3 columns instead. And in each column, I will design a picture, or trying to make I will try to make like a product bundle instead, like buy one get one free, or buy 2 get 15% off, or something like that. Because remember from our persona, Amy, she loves to shop with reasonable price products too. Who wouldn't love a free product or a discount? So it should be a good thing to add a bundle here. But I need to design my templates for each bundle in Photoshop. Usually I will use Photoshop to design my or edit my images or photos or a banner. And later on in the next video, we are going to work on adding a product into our WooCommerce store, and I will show you guys how to grab a product ID. So we will create a custom URL to add into the add to cart button here on the home page, like for example for the middle template right there, it said buy 2 belts and save 15% off. We will add a short code into our URL to make it when the user click on the button to add to cart, it will add 2 products in the shopping cart for the user automatically. We will work on that in the next video. So as of right now, we just set things up and try to design the home page. Setting up a home page and designing a home page can take quite some time to get it done, because it is like designing a landing page. It takes time to figure out what to put there, what to feature, what to focus, what you want to showcase to your customers or your potential customers, what you want to showcase. It takes some time. You can before you can work on your landing page or your home page here, you can sketch out the layout, what element you want to put on your home page, or sketch it out, or use a wireframe from a free online source that we have many of them, like Sketch, or there is a free version of Adobe XD that you could create a wireframe what you want to add into your home page. You could do an old school, like a piece of paper and pencil too, and sketch it out. And here is my version that I got. I edited some of the pictures. That is, I try to add a transparent background to that box for the first image on the home page, and this is what I got so far. Next, we are going to set up the main menu. Let's go to appearance and menus, select main menu. Make sure you click the select button to make sure that it's really the main menu. And then we are going to delete all of the example that the demo store set up for us when we imported some of the example data. But we will leave only the home page menu up there. Click the drop down arrow, and then we are going to add a couple menus back to the main menu, like shop. Go to the left panel and you could search, or click the custom links. Like, we are not going to add a merge there. I will remove this menu later on. We will work on adding a gift card later on in the future video, so it's not gonna happen in this video. It's a lot already. And we are going to remove that. We will leave only the shop menu, I think. And then we are going to add my account. We already have that page. And then click save menu on the top right, and refresh the page. Okay, let's change the menu into the uppercase. Let's see how it will look like. And you also add an icon to each menu also. Just expand the menu and then scroll down a little bit to the icon and click select, and then you will be in the icon library and select one. And let's use that one and click save. Go refresh the page to see how they look like. Okay, they look a lot better. Next, let's set up the WooCommerce sidebar. Go to Appearance and under Widgets, the WooCommerce sidebar is on the left side in this case. Remove some of the stuff that we don't want, like we don't have a post or a blog yet. Just remove that item. And you see the pound sign there, that is where you add a URL link of your social media accounts to those social links, like for example Instagram. Adding your username right there and click save and done, and go refresh the page. Click one of the page, and yep, it's right there on the left side of the page for OceanWP theme, and everything looks good. This is how to change the subheading of the product page. Go to the page shop, scroll down a little bit to the section called OceanWP settings, click the tab title and type your text in the subheading box. Once you're done, click the update button on the top right, switch to another tab to refresh the page to see your change. Next, we are going to work on the default sidebar. I will delete the MailChimp newsletter in this case because we are going to use MailPoet plugin instead. Add the search box on top of everything else for a better user experience, so your customers can search what they're looking for in your store. And we are going to install MailPoet plugin. Go to plugins, add new, search for MailPoet, and install the version 3 right there and activate it. And go to MailPoet forms, click. You need to add your email address here and click continue after you are done. And we don't need to sign up for a course, just click continue. Uncheck shared anonymous data and select enable loading third party. And next you have to sign up for an account so you can send out the newsletter to the first 1,000 email addresses for free. Follow the instruction on MailPoet.com to create your account, and then you need to confirm your email address also, so you can log in into the account after that. Once you confirm your email address, log back into your new MailPoet account. Answer some of the questions here that they want to collect from you, and click OK to go to the next question. Don't worry about all these questions. and then go to my account, add authorized email address here. In this case, I want to add info@yourdomainname.com, and then you also have to authorize confirm that email address so also, and click the key right there that we need, because we need that key for the key activation on our online store. Go back to our online store and click the button to start using the MailPoet. We will go to the settings first to configure some stuff. Add the email over here. Scroll down a little bit to leave the settings according to this tutorial and save settings. Go to the next tab, sign up confirmation. Scroll down and edit the email contents right here. Whatever you want to modify the text right there, and save it. After you're done, move on to the next tab. Just leave the option as other here, because we're gonna use our own server, which is SiteGround, to send out an email and receive an email for the newsletter. And go to the advanced tab to add an administrator email address right there for the boss email address. Scroll down and I think just leave the rest as default. We should be okay, and click save settings, and go to the last tab, key activation, and paste the key that you got from mailpoet.com and verified it. It says you need to install its plugin, premium plugin. So just click to download the plugin onto your local computer, and go to the add new to upload the plugin that you just downloaded, the premium MailPoet premium plugin, and activate it. After that, go back to the MailPoet settings, add key activation tab, and then everything looks alright so far. We will add a new form. Skip all those templates. We're not gonna use these yet. We will use a blank template instead for the newsletter for now, and save it. And click the newsletter list. Just use the default list and click save it, and go back to the appearance widgets, to the default sidebar, and find MailPoet. Scroll down a little bit, it's right there, MailPoet 3 form, and drag it to that box. In this case, I forgot to name the form, so we have to go back to the MailPoet form again. Yep, that's a newsletter, and then just give it a name and save it. And go back to the widgets again. The name of the newsletter should be replaced in that box, so we are good. And next, just add the social icons at the bottom of the newsletter form. And right here, I just add 50 pixels for the icon, and I changed the border color of the social icons to green, which is one of my colors. And these boxes are for the URL that you will add of your social accounts, and click save and done when you're done. And go to the page and refresh the page, and find track my order is one of the pages that has this layout that it has the default sidebar, so it looks good so far. But I don't like the subscribe button, it's too long. We will change that. and then go back and refresh that, and now it's small now. The subscribe button is small now. Then we are working on the footer widget, which is underneath the default sidebar and some other sidebars. So you see the footer 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we are going to customize all these guys. Let's start with the footer 1. This is all the custom links that I will modify. I will add help center page or a link here too by modifying using one of the boxes. And now we are working on the footer 2. Footer 2, I add a bunch of links for different pages that we set up earlier in this video. It's up to you how you're gonna design and set up your footer widget. So for me, I add all the links, all the rest of the pages of the website right there, so the user can find more pages easily without trying to do some guesswork where things should be. They just scroll down at the bottom of each page, and then they could see right there what are the pages we have right there. And for my footer 3, I also add some other pages and the links, URL links, like my account, contact us, help center, privacy policy. And then once you save, you could check, refresh the page to see your footers. Some of the URL you might not remember on top of your head. You might have to go back to the front end and try to type into the URL address, and then you could copy the URL link if that page really exists. So, and then you check again by clicking on those links for testing to make sure that you could open all of them. Now we are going to work on the footer 4. Over here I will add the newsletter form again, so the user or the customers, the potential customers, can sign up for a newsletter. I will use one of my colors and click save once you're done and refresh the page. I will probably to keep only a couple of. We need to remove the footer menu because it's right behind the cookie bar. By going to appearance and menus and select the footer menu and unselect the footer and save it and refresh the page. Now it's gone. Next, let's install a language switcher to make our online store multilingual. So we are going to install a plugin that is called Translate WordPress with Gtranslate. Install it and activate it. Once done, we are going to the templates. Don't forget to enable auto updates also. We are going to the settings, under settings, to go to the Gtranslate settings and to select the drop down only. That's a simple clean version. And then check the following and scroll down a little bit. You guys could select all the languages that you want up there. Once you're done, scroll down to save all the changes. And then we are going to copy that shortcode also, and then go to the theme panel to my library and add a new library. Name whatever you want, but in this case I name it language switcher, and paste the shortcode right there and save it, and go to the customize your theme. We are going to add the language switcher to the top bar of our, like, top left of our page of the website. Click top bar and select social. In this case, I config social bar on the left side, which is on top of the logo, and select the template language switcher and save it, publish it, and you should be able to see the drop down once you refresh the page. Yep, there it is. Select language and then just test it out a little bit to make sure it's translated all right. This is how I make the header of the website sticky. Go to the theme panel and select stick elements. Type in # site dash header in the elements box, and at the bottom, the last box, just type in 320 pixels. That should do it. That's when the sticky header will show and move with you whenever you scroll down, further down on each page. Once you're done, save it and go to the front end and to refresh any page or a long page and scroll down that page to see if your header will have your logo and your main menu, so if they will move when you scroll down. Yep, it is working. That is good. This is how I download AliExpress product images. I install Google Chrome extension that is called AliExpress Image Downloader. It is that purple icon that has the little arrow that points down. Once you install it, you can go to an AliExpress site and browse to your product and click that purple arrow icon to download all the product images to your local computer. Once you got all the file, just extract the zip file to see if you got all the images. And these images, they are quite very well compressed, even though they have the size about 1000 by 1000 pixels, but the size of the file itself is quite small because they already compressed for you, so it will be a lot lighter when you use them on your store. Let's set up a security plugin to make sure that our online store will be protected from all the hackers. We use WordFence security plugin in this case. Let's install it and activate it. We need to add our email address here in order to use it. Use the free version. Just select the no that you don't want any marketing material emails, and then you should be okay and click continue. And when it is done, don't forget to enable the auto update and go to the dashboard of the plugin and go through all the tutorials, some tool tips. You will see the message on the top to configure the WordFence plugin. Download the file, httxs file, before you configure everything. Once it's all good, it should set it's all good. Let's go back to the SG or SiteGround Optimize plugin again to go through all the configuration to make the site a little bit faster. Make sure you select the following. And then for the mem cache, we have to enable these on SiteGround. That's why we get that error message. So let's go to the SiteGround real quick. Go to the website tool and go to speed and caching. And there are 3 tabs for this caching. Make sure you turn on the mem cache right there on the 3rd tab. Enable it. That's already enabled for the 1st tab, and go back to your online store and refresh the page and turn on the mem cache again. You should be good. And let's go to the next tab. Make sure you turn on the following tabs. Those are for HTTPS, SSL for your web address. Make sure you turn on the schedule database maintenance. Scroll down a little bit and then it's all good. And let's go to the next tab for the front end optimization. Make sure you turn on those, like minify the HTML output, minify the JavaScript files, turn them on, and minify CSS files. And scroll down a little bit. And then at the bottom of the page, you need to turn on or enable those 2. Once it's done, let's move on to the next tab for the media optimization, and just turn on the new images optimization and just let it run. And we will turn that on too. For SiteGround, for the image optimization, it's not that ideal. We will add another plugin for this after we're done with this. Turn on the lazy load too, and just go with the default settings, and you should be good. Let's install another plugin to smoosh all the images that you load into your library. We will use smoosh right there. Just install that plugin, lazy load images, with that super power lady, and then activate it. And we will go to its settings. Once it's done, you could click the settings right there and go through some of the quick setup steps. You should be good. And you might need to click that button to let it run, to let it compress all the images again, because SiteGround Optimizer may not do a good job of doing this. The Smoosh It plugin will ensure that all the images will be compressed into smaller files. This will help your site to load a lot faster, and will help your site to be a lot lighter also. This will take a couple minutes to get it done. And once it's done, we should be good. And then you could go refresh your page and go through all the pages for testing and to check out the speed. Well, so far so good. It looks alright so far. That's all for episode 3. Please subscribe to my channel and give it a like if you find this video helpful somehow to help support my channel. Leave a comment below which security plugin you guys love to use on your online store. If you have any, I would love to hear from you guys. I appreciate your support and being here watching my video. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now.